Hey, Dave.
Hey.
I gotta say, buddy, it's really weird seeing you on the other side of the table. All right, gentlemen, here's how this competition is gonna work. The two of you are going head-to-head in a straight 8-hour bladesmithing competition. Now, the reason the judges are not with us right now is because we want them to go into the testing not knowing which smith built which blade. So, next to me, we've got the Wheel of Weapons, and on it, there are over a dozen country names. Now, each of those countries represent a blade that was built in that country, and that's what you guys are both gonna be building over the next 8 hours. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Ooh. All right, we landed on Malaysia, which means the both of you will be building the Parang Nabor.
Oh, cool.
Well, somebody's happy. The Parang Nabor is a 19th century weapon that traces its origins back to the Malaysian island of Borneo. As a former British colony, this sword mixes both Asian and European styles, featuring the upwardly curved single-edged blade, the D-guard of the cutlass, and the wide tip of many melee weapons, allowing it to deliver lethal slices and deadly chops in battle. This combination of East and West makes forging this weapon a challenge, as previously seen in Season 9 of Forge and Fire, where Smith struggled with the fit on the weapon's guard. Gentlemen, I'm excited to watch both of you guys, so good luck. Your time starts now. Oh boy, all right, here we go. This is the first time in years that Dave Baker has been fighting on this forge. Now that doesn't mean he hasn't built blades here. Most of the blades you see on Forge and Fire have been built by Dave Baker's hands in this room right here.
My metal looks like a melting stick of butter. This is what I want. It's off to the races.
So Dave's flying. He's already got what looks like a really clean billet going.
So I once heard a guy say, if a man does what he loves for a living, he'll never work a day in his life. He didn't do this for a living. Everything's going so far really good. The welds are all looking fine. So I'm just gonna work at a good pace, get all my materials together, then start shaping them.
Once I'm confident in the welds, I'm gonna cut and restack.
Walter's now over to the chop saw to cut it into 3 pieces, so he's gonna be upping the layer count.
I want some contrast here. I don't want a really low layer Damascus, because if you go up against somebody like David Baker, you have to make him sweat a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just trying not to get tired out, and I just want to have fun. So I'm not really paying attention to Dave. Dave is a phenomenal smith, and if I try to watch him, I'm going to freak myself out. So I'm not even looking over there.
Dave's now dipping his blade in and out of the forge, looking for that salmon color he's always talking about.
See how dull that color is?
Yeah.
I look at it, I'm like, crap. Guess what? It's got a warp.
Uh-oh.
So I'm just gonna try to straighten it by bending.
Oh, jeez, dude.
And I can hear Grady going, oh, oh. I cranked it sideways. I'd say about 80% came out of it. The edge still has a little bit of a warp to it, but I think it's pretty good now.
All right.
Walter is now quenched too.
Everything looks fine. There's no warps. It's good and hard.
All right, guys, you're down to the final 30. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, gentlemen, put down your tools. This round is over.
Bladesmiths, welcome to our dynamic keel test. I will take these weapons and cut through this ballistics dummy, as well as try to cleanly cut through these bamboo stalks. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Good luck, man.
Good luck.
All right, blade number 1. First up, the Damascus pattern is beautiful. The handle construction is nice and smooth, but it is a little bit on the girthier side. Now, this is a forward heavy blade, so a couple of cuts, especially with the bamboo, which crushed it through rather than sliced through, but the edge is pristine, no damage whatsoever, and boy, this thing just destroyed that ballistics dummy. Overall, it will kill. Time for sword number 2. All right, blade number 2. The Damascus pattern on this really pops out. And man, it is light. The balance in here was so easy to control that in the cut, it cuts very deep into the ballistics dummy. The handle construction fits nice in my hand. No movement whatsoever. The edge is sharp, no damage at all. Now, this blade before the test had a slight twist to it. It didn't get any worse. Overall, this weapon, it will kill.
Bladesmiths, welcome to our dynamic strength test. Skulls, bones, and a water tube slice. All right, sword number 1. Okay, sword number 1. Got a little bit of a problem here. We got some chipping and bending on the edge right here. Aside from that, the handle on this is a little bit big, but that being said, I didn't have any issue with it slipping out of my hand. Everything else is still tight. Nothing came loose. Overall, nice job. All right, sword number 2 is up. Got water in my ear. All right, sword number 2. A very light, fast weapon. There's a couple little marks here and there, but there's no chipping, no rolling. My hand locks right into this. It's all in one piece. Nice job.
All right, gentlemen, I gotta say, it's been a pleasure watching you both work over the past 8 hours. Walter, again, you are an unbelievably talented smith. Dave, this is the first time I've gotten to see you compete, and I gotta say, you're fast and you are efficient. But gentlemen, only one of you can come out on top of this Beat the Judges competition, and the judges have made a final decision. The winner is... Dave Baker. Well done, buddy.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Walter, man.
Well, Walter, man, I'd like to shake your hand. You're a talented smith, but unfortunately, your time in this competition has ended. Thanks, buddy. Well done.
At the end of the day, I don't feel defeated. Dave completely knocked it out of the park with his sword. This whole experience has just been incredible. I am so thankful to be able to have the chance to come back to Forge of Fire and be able to take on a judge. And to even make it this far in the competition, I'm damn proud of what I've done here.
Mass does not equal strength. Dave Baker, congratulations. You proved it. You came out on top, buddy.
Thanks, man. Thanks, guys. Thanks. That was a lot of fun.
What really, really impressed me is how that performed in the strength test. No damage whatsoever.
Well, yeah, I might have pooped just a little.
So did I.
This is my 3rd competition. My blade did exactly what I asked it to do. The edge took no damage whatsoever. Worked out. I got to test, and I am the Forge of Fire winner.